Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Tittle Tattle Tarot. It's Georgie. And in today's reading, I'm going to look at Alex Baldwin and this shooting on the scene of Rust. I personally, I don't know much about this at all. I don't really know Alex Baldwin. I've never seen one of his films. I just know the little bits that I've read about this online. Which I think is just as well, because then I can really just take it from the cards. I don't have any personal, real thoughts on this at all, apart from it's dreadful that this woman died. How awful. But, I want to ask the cards about how the court case will go, and I want to see if I can get an indication of what will happen to him, whether he will get off on this or whether there will be a sentence. So I'm going to use the Tarot of the Abyss. Very sort of serious subject, this one. So I thought the Tarot of the Abyss would be the best cards to ask for help on this. So yes, just shuffling and thinking about Alex Baldwin's case when it comes through. I don't know whether these things have juries. Do you know? I don't know. I'm kind of assuming that for it to be in court that there probably would be a jury. So anyway, I will make that assumption. If I'm wrong, please tell me otherwise. But the most important thing is, how is it going to go in court? Just a few cards, please. Tarot of the Abyss. Can you give me some indication of how Alex Baldwin's case, the shooting of this poor lady on the set of Rust, how will this go? I'm not going into details about this case because I'm not, I'm not really au fait with it, and I don't want to start talking about things that, you all probably know much more than I do on. I just want to get the energy from the cards, and I want to pick up on, what the cards can tell me about that day in court when it comes. So very much thinking about that. All right, so let's have a look. Alex's day in court when it comes, or his time in court. I'm sure it will be longer than a day. Okay. So the shooting on the set of Rust, Alex Baldwin. Okay, let's start off with these. I don't think from looking at these that his team, his legal team, are going to do very well with this. I think they're going to be pretty much annihilated by the other side. I see this as dropping the ball. The facts that they put forward, coming from Alex Baldwin, this is going to be highly picked over, and they're going to drop the ball on this. I think that Alex Baldwin here, coming through as the Emperor, he is that kind of upright. This is a very very decent man, the Emperor, very fair, very trustworthy. You will believe what this Emperor says. Unfortunately, in reverse, we have got the narcissist, the man, if he's talking, he's lying. Very, very different energy. I see Alex is going to, be trying to put his version of the truth. Where does this come from? My truth. Where does this all come from? It's either the truth or it's not. This is a very sort of modern thing in our times, isn't it? My version of the truth, or my truth. He's going to be putting this forward, and the ball is going to be dropped by his lawyers. I think that they're going to be very heavily cross-examined, if you like. I don't know the legal word, so please forgive me, but I'm using that word, cross-examined and what have you, and it's going to make them look foolish. This position here, 7 of Wands, that's defending your ground. You're in the righteous position here. You've got truth on your side. You stand high, you stand on your mound here, and you fight off the arrows that come towards you, because you are in the right position. You're defending what is right. When it's in the reverse, I'm seeing this as you're trying to defend yourself, but you're not in a glorious position here. You know, you're trying to defend yourself, but the things that you're defending are very, very shady, shall we say. The ball has been dropped. This man is really showing himself to be the unpleasant character that he is. And look at this one coming in from the sides here, looking on. This is Alex looking on at the court case. There's no compassion here. There's no regret, no compassion. And I think this has come through in what little bits that I've seen of him. You know, it is all this swords energy. Where are the cups here? Where are the cups that are inverted with, you know, like the emotion spilling out and, oh, my apology, I'm sorry. There's nothing here. This character hiding in the wings, ready probably to give his testimony, very, very cutting with his words. I don't see any regret here. The court case, I think his team are going to be made to look very poor here. They're going to be come up against with the other side, who are going to be in this position. The other side are going to be in this position and this position and this position, you know. And as far as Alex Baldwin's concerned, it's going to bring out the total narcissist in him that we know that he is, but bring out all the bad side of him in front of, you know, the jury, in front of the judge. The lack of compassion, the lack of empathy, the lack of apology, and then his team are in this weak position here, trying to defend something that is indefensible, really, and dropping the ball on it, and he will be absolutely furious at his team. He will feel totally let down by it. So now I want to try and get an idea of how long his sentence might be, if he gets one. Who knows? It could go either way, couldn't it? I think that it's not going to be an easy one for the jury to decide. So let me just see the jury's thoughts on this. Let me just come across here. Let's just ask what the jury are going to make of this. So what will the jury make of this? I'm going to take that one, and that sort of flew out and it looked like it wants to talk. So there it is. Ace of Wands. Well, the jury are not going to fly with this. I mean, Ace of Wands, that's it's often like a very positive message that goes out. It's very PR media, and we've had all this with Alex, haven't we? We've had all the standing there and you know, gaslighting and giving these talks and things. No apologies, but just sending it all out in the media. You know, his version of things, what he didn't do and what he did do, and getting it all out there, all over the internet, all over the press in whatever way he can. Proclaiming that, oh, it wasn't my fault, getting it out there. Well, when he's actually in court, this is inverted. That message has not flown. That message has not gone down well at all. It's not flying with them. The jury see through that. So, okay, we've got this. We've got actually how the case is going to go. It's not going to be favourable for his team at all. The jury looked through it, and that message of, you know, not my fault, wasn't me, I didn't pull the trigger, all that, they see that and know that they're not going along with that. So I want to see if I can get a pip card now that might indicate how long his sentence might be, if he gets one. Let's see what the cards can tell us. I mean, the jury, who knows the way it would go. We'll just see what the cards come up with. What are the cards going to tell us about the outcome of this? I'll take any message from the cards regarding the outcome, whether he's cleared or whether he gets a sentence, whether it's a fine. Let's just see what the cards say, and I will translate whatever card comes up. I will translate it and see what we're being told. So let me just think now. What will be the outcome? What will the judge and jury decide? What will the judge and the jury decide? What will the judge and jury decide in this shooting of this poor lady? What will the judge and the jury decide? Well, he's going, I believe that he will get a prison sentence. Obviously, I mean, we're not talking the death sentence, but he's going to get a prison sentence. Sorry, that was flippant. I shouldn't have said that. But, you know, this is not good at all. You know, he needs to get this. He needs to basically face what he's done. And I think the death card is very often that you need to look at what you've done in your life. You need to put your hands up, face it, face the consequences, get burnt to the ground, and then resurrect yourself, you know. And he's never accepted any responsibility. It was always somebody else's fault. He didn't do it. I didn't do it. This is the reckoning. He has to reckon with what he's done. So I want some idea now, whatever the card is, I want some idea now of sentencing for Alec Baldwin. Sentencing, please, for Alec Baldwin. What can the cards look into the future and tell me about the sentencing of Alec Baldwin? What will happen? What will be the final decision by the judge on sentencing for Alex Baldwin? What will be the final decision on sentencing for Alex Baldwin? Three of Swords. Okay, it's going to be total heartbreak. I believe that he will get 3 years in prison. I actually did this last night. I didn't tape it, but I just wanted to see with this deck because I'm rather unsure about the case and I don't know my facts. I did this off camera, thought long and hard about it, and this card came out again for the sentencing. So I've had the same card now twice. I'm pretty sure that this man is going to get a prison sentence of 3 years. So I shall leave that with you. Let's see what happens. And let's hope more than anything that Alex Baldwin takes responsibility, that he holds his hands up and admits he was wrong. And then, you know, justice can be done and fate can be rolled out, you know, and he can accept what he's done, take his punishment and move on with his life. But yes, I'm pretty sure that having pulled this card twice on the sentence, that it will be 3 years in prison. So I will leave that with you. Have a good day, and I will be back with the next one very soon. Bye-bye.